Alright, we are blazing along the BQE Logan Black here. It's pretty dark out. These lights are not really doing much of anything out here. It seems a whole lot darker than it usually is. Boss man, Joey B. You can see his bald reflection right there. How's everybody doing tonight? Always good to talk to you. This is a special Tuesday edition because I will be at Five Borough Wrestling in Brooklyn on Thursday. I won't be driving back with the boss man here back to Queens. So we're doing it here Tuesday. Fuck it, we'll do it live. What's going on, Thomas? Here to answer all your questions, queries, comments, anything that you got to say. Feel free to throw it out there. I know last week we touched on some music stuff. We got some good feedback. We were talking about music. It's pretty cool. Might touch on that at some point. Who knows what randomly will come up. But I know that the boss man here has had some things that he's gotten off of his chest in the last day or so that I feel we could touch on here, because there's a few things that I would love to get off my chest as well. So, hold on. Will you be coming to the Boston area? Kenny, I'd love to come to the Boston area. I wrestled for Lucky Pro Wrestling a while back. Feel free, let some people in Boston know that you'd like to see me. Fuck yeah, I'd love to come down to Boston. Otherwise, I'm just chilling in Western Mass. Some awesome shows there. Thanks, that was a really great match between Teddy and I, Thomas. Had a lot of fun. Glad you enjoyed it. Dickie Moon, talk about Alex Jones. No thanks, Dickie. Dickie Moon asked me if he wants to wrestle me at this taping, and then he's going to ask me to talk about Alex Jones. You're going to make me take it out of you, Playboy. Bruiser, what's going on? Zeno, what's up? Sandy, skeet, what's going on? All right, Joe. Now that I've addressed everybody in here, congrats on being named as part of iHeartRadio. Yes, we are, I guess.
I don't know what that is.
It's a radio app. You're old. Anyway, Joe, go ahead, clear your mind on some things. Speak on whatever it is that is ailing the brain of Joey.
I already spoke what I had to speak on Facebook yesterday. You talking about Rob Fury?
Talking about whatever you like to speak of. You see, this is how this works. Hey, Joe, talk about this. Meow. And that's it. This is why. This is the looniness that I deal with.
This is, first of all, I said what I had to say about Rob Fury yesterday. The guy made a comment about one of my students, one of my guys on my roster, and when you do something like that, I'm going to react. You know me for how many years? Have I not done that in the past?
That's always how you operate.
Okay, so he wrote what he wrote. If you want to check out on my Facebook wall, I might be down a little bit, but I screenshotted what he was saying. He was sort of making some bullet points and this and that and about the guy. And when I got to work, I decided to write what I wanted to write about him. And that basically says how he was involved with a show, saying that the proceeds from the gate were going to go to an autism charity. I don't know if it was Autism Speaks or what it was. But at the end of the night, when the guy went to collect the money, he said, no, I need this money to run some future shows. Just low-life shit, real scumbag shit. I didn't even talk about the time Chris Steeler worked for me, shook his hand in the night, and Chris was like, you gonna pay me? He's like, no, brother, the gate's a little light, his name is mine.
Which, I hear that a bunch, and, again, I've never worked, so I can't really say much of anything.
But a tour party's fucking roster, which is shit. And if they have a problem with it, come on down to my wrestling school. I'm sure a lot of them have no idea what the inside of a wrestling school looks like. I put over TJ saying basically he's the only one there that looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, well, I mean...
he does.
I'm glad he looks like one.
Whatever. And then other people started commenting. People I really, I just know through wrestling. I don't know them on a personal level. Saying how, well, there was a show that he didn't give the money to a cancer charity. I was like, that's just fucking low-life shit.
I know a bunch of my buddies in fucking Connecticut had worked this autism benefit show where the promoter fucking skipped out on...
That's another thing that Fury
skipped out on paying the charity.
Not just charity. This one was an issue. I think it was at the Roy Rec Center that time he ran prior to PWS. He just left and didn't pay nobody. He just walked out the fucking door. Have you ever seen me leave a show early?
No.
Have you ever seen me leave a show before the ring was done and everything was up?
No.
And I say to Brandon, put the tarp up and we're done. That's what a promoter does. This guy's a fucking fool. That's why I said, paint your face, you fucking clown.
Oh. I guess we see how the boss feels. Yeah, I mean, again, I can't speak for anything because I don't work for the guy. I do know that, word gets around really, really quick. Don't forget fundraiser for the girl who broke her neck and saw $0.
That's another one.
I mean, again, this is all recorded stuff. This is what's setting the boss off today. I did hear from somebody who, unrelated to this conversation, but it was brought up, that, yeah, he does that, you know, the house is loud, I'll get you next time. And sometimes he does...
It's a light, brother.
Well, sometimes he does get you next time. Which, there's still no excuse. The guy should be paid before you fucking... Before a fan comes in.
The term the gate is a little light for some people who don't know what that means I didn't make enough at the door to pay you. The thing is, you're not supposed to pay people out of the fucking gate that night. Have you? I pay my guys before the gate even opens.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, the pay for guy. I mean, just the way that it goes, you shouldn't be banking on a draw to fucking pay guys. There should be a set budget, a set amount of money that everyone's pay goes into, and that's what that is. And then whatever you make is to fill that gap up of all that money of the ring and the show and the concessions and the boys. Fucking paying wrestlers should be in shit. It's a fucking joke when you got promoters who are going to sit there and, you know, pay guys based on...
Now, hold on, Jake. Some promoters do pay at the end of the night. But
which is fine.
As long as they pay them, that's fine. But to say that I didn't make enough at the gate...
It's different to say I pay at the end of the night... Oh, we got a truck stopped over here. It's different to say that you pay at the end of the night, and that's fine. And then it is to expect to actually make the money for the show in order to pay people by the end of the night. Again, that's fucking poor business. Do you go... I mean, like, literally anywhere else. Do you go to your normal job, you work in a fucking ShopRite, and fucking you deli meat slicer. I mean, sit there and goes, oh, you know, sorry, not enough people bought deli meats today. Sorry, I'll get you tomorrow. Maybe people want ham and turkey more tomorrow. They don't fucking do that shit. It's a joke. Scotty, where'd you work on Sunday?
That's the reputation this fucking guy has.
I want to know where Scotty Cerriti worked. He said he got taken care of. I got taken care of very nicely on Saturday. PvP. Pioneer Valley Pro. Good people. 2 thumbs up. I got 1 to put up right now, but I've got 2. Went to, here, Ike Bruce. I went along to Frankie for 1 show. He left third match.
That's the one! That's the one that Bruce was
Pauls
talking
went
about.
Nuts on him. Insanity.
That's when he deleted his Facebook. And then the next day he said, oh, his aunt died. And there was one time he faked cancer. Remember that? And he had a picture on Facebook with a shaved head.
Guys, we're going through that one part with traffic where we end up always losing service. So if we lose you, stick with us. We will be back, and Joey is going to continue to go off on this craziness. I hear great things about Aspire, Scotty. That's all the Ring of Honor guys are over there, to my knowledge. So that's awesome. I'm glad. See, again, good promoters are wonderful. It's great to actually find people that, like, you genuinely love working for. Again, Joe is an asshole, but he's an honest asshole. And no one can ever say that he's a fucking shitty promoter. That house is always packed. The boys are always paid. That's literally all your fucking...
We run guaranteed once a month. Sometimes
that's
twice.
Literally the only job you have as a promoter. Make sure that there are ass in the seats and fucking
I wish that was the only job I had as a promoter.
But again, for a lot of guys, I mean, I think you know... Alright, and we're back. Sweet Christmas. That was a long-ass fucking pause. I have no idea. It always cuts out at that same time. So thank you for sticking with us. You missed the wonderfulness that was the conversation between Joe and I about how he wants a milkshake right now. Even though I was going to buy Joe a milkshake when we left the training center. But now he's complaining because he...
Oh, because I'm driving, that's why.
Yeah, I want a milkshake. Now I want that milkshake. If you invited me to come personally and said, don't worry about ticket, I get there, ask for 25, I laughed. It's Bruiser.
Is he talking about... Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fury. But again, like I said, I was saying before, I'll go back to my point. As a promoter, you're really like your job. Your only fucking job is to promote. You make people want to see your shows. However you do that. Whether it's putting up flyers, doing radio interviews, or, you know, whatever it was. We started Wars of Wrestling. I was getting mentions in the Daily News. You know, we were doing our damnness to, you know, get the word out there.
We were really scratching anything we could do.
Yeah, we were just doing everything, is what it is. But we're just trying to do that. But again, when you have these fucking mark-ass promoters, and I'm not talking about Fury, there's plenty of other people who will be dealt with.
He fits that category.
Oh, he does. But there are plenty of people who will be dealt with sooner than later by me. Who want to fucking play promoter and pretend to be men and act like men and then not want to fucking act like one. This is how they end up getting handled. People call them out. People fucking deal with them. They get embarrassed. And like you said, people like that don't last.
No, you know what it is?
But they're like cockroaches.
one guy that his wife and they were cockroaches and be around surviving and all this. And, they're no longer around now, are they?
Oh, who knows? Just waiting for the next fucking Dare Money. Scotty Priest, I dare Fury every try to charge me if I ever go there to see some of the. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this, Scotty. This is the Scotty Priest, and what I'm saying is,
Kevin asks, Scotty Priest, you'll just go there and steal milk.
Scotty, you look at their posters, and yeah, they might have some aging stars brought in by Eric Sims on these posters, but you look at these guys, and they look like they just came out of the garbage. Like, why would somebody pay money for this shit?
People are paying money for wrestling. It's really what it. So right, like, so I don't disagree with you, but I think the thing that comes down to it is, wrestling fans in the bubble are gonna go see wrestling no matter who it is, where it is,
wrestling fans, they're fucking.
No, it is. It's wrestling fans in the bubble. There are people that are gonna go to all these shows and want to go.
That's like Mike McNicholas. Mike McNicholas won't go to the shows
because he doesn't go to Jersey. He doesn't car.
He would hang himself.
He goes to ECPW. When there's no other show on, he still goes because he wants to go see wrestling.
I think ECPW is better than Rob Fury's show.
I don't know about that. Well, you know, but that's the thing, because fucking ECPW does have some guys on it that I know are fucking good. Kenny Bengal is good. Aaron Bradley, Sonny Kiss, they all work their asses off. But then at the same time...
Vampire.
The Creeper.
The Creeper.
But then at the same time, again, talk about Fury shows. Fucking there's quite a few guys on there that are fucking... not bad. They're not fucking local guys.
Well, who are you say? Red Titus? That's not a Fury guy. That's an ROH guy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Forget about those guys. Because they're not there all the time.
They kind of are, though.
No. That's like saying, Chavo's on our shows all the time. He's not.
Chavo has only ever been on this upcoming show. There's a difference.
But, I'm just name those off the top of my head. That's fine.
I know, but it's a bit different. Like, I don't know. We can agree to disagree on this one. There's going to be some talent everywhere because, you're going to have decent guys, but I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying about that place.
And if anybody has an issue with what I'm saying,
half the fans
I'm fucking saying it.
Half the fans that show up are people that think the fair is the greatest thing since sliced bread, which isn't the problem. So it's Scotty Priest family that goes.
Who wrote that?
Scotty. But if they were to come to our shows, they'd shit the...
You can't compare on a show.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking Scott Cerise making the point. He goes, Bengal, Kiss, and Bradley, and all those guys are at ECPW shows, but that is what I was saying. Like, they're there, but they're also not at all of them. But they're still, ECPW guys who work a bunch of the shows. I'm not on every Warrior show. I'm not on every PvP show, but I definitely consider myself a PvP guy. I'm on a lot of their shows. Anyway, agree to disagree on this. It all makes sense. We're just trying to call out duty. So I'm going to go on to my fucking... what pisses off... We never touched on this. What pisses off Logan Black today? And I'm going to hop to... Anyone who knows... who speaks to me and goes about things, that I'm one of these guys who's always standing up for... If fucking guys are getting screwed over by promoters and shit like that... Don't be a fucking do-nothing motherfucker and just sit there and take it. Like, fucking raise your fist, fucking get mad, scream out, punch, swing, do what you need to fucking do to not be a fucking prostitute.
I'm a promoter. Have I ever screwed anybody over?
Did I say that I'm going to call out Joey B while you're driving me in your car?
I know you're not calling me out. What I'm saying is, but there is times where the promoter's not wrong.
Okay.
So let's go with your story here.
So let's go with my story. I'm always one of the guys who's like, if a promoter is going to be a piece of shit, call him out. Do not fight. Do not fight to be bottom bitch. We're all prostitutes. That's the fucking truth of it. But stop fighting to be bottom bitch. Stop fighting for fucking crumbs. You want to talk about fucking being about, a real brotherhood and kind of shit like that, then fucking act on it. Call motherfuckers out and fucking call out the boys who fucking suck dick like that. Like, don't fuck around. Anyway, I digress.
Call out the cocksuckers.
Right, call out the cocksuckers.
No, I'm telling you to call them out right now.
Okay,
I want to know who they are.
I'm going to.
Because I don't know who they are.
So, a buddy of mine worked for a promoter in the Northeast who, when he went in there, obviously, everyone knows we're not making a ton of fucking money here. Everyone knows that. It's just the way that it is. It's independent wrestling. Unless you're at the top level, you're not making a lot of money. So you try and sell merch. At this point, it's how I'm making most of my money on shows. And I'm making pretty decent money. I've got a lot of fucking merch. And that's how a lot of us make our fucking money.